We have an old Dodge here, classic. It is classic. It's way past classic. It's an 87. It has a heater core that's been bypassed. So we're suspecting because of a leak. We're not sure. So before we make a mess in the truck, we're going to hook it up to a smoke machine and see if we can smoke out a leak. So we can save a mess and just get right to fixing it instead of experimenting with a hot coolant coming out of the engine and going all over the floor and making a sticky mess. So we're using a smoke machine, Smoke Pro. Hooked up to shop air to the battery, and we're piping it right into the heater core. Through this tube here, we can see we've got some leaking through the tape, so that's what we're looking for on the inside of the truck, is smoke, just like that. So we've got good connections here and here at the heater core. Nothing out here, so it's not tubing outside of the heater. So now we'll go look inside the truck and see if we see anything. So we're looking up here at the top. There's nothing here to see, just dirt. So the heater core is inside of this box. Since there's a hole in it already when we bought the truck, we don't have to poke a hole in it or stick a camera inside to see. I don't see any smoke coming out, so my guess is we don't have a leaking heater core. Now, knowing my luck and Murphy, as soon as we hook it up and it gets hot, it'll start leaking everywhere. But right now I see no evidence of a leak to say, hey, let's tear it apart. So we'll continue with hooking it up and we'll see what happens. To be continued. So let's talk about bypassed. So the heater core being bypassed only means the heater core has been removed from the cooling system of the vehicle. Usually that happens because time or money constraints to fixing the heater core to keep it in the loop. So what people do sometimes in this case, come to this side. What people do in this case is they'll take the heater hoses that belong up there and they'll disconnect them and connect them to each other like they have right there. Right down there. That way you can still drive your vehicle without losing your coolant and getting it all over the interior of the vehicle. You'll just have to do without a heater until you fix the heater core. Replace or patch or whatever. Nobody patches them anymore anyways. They just replace. It's cheaper.
I need a little closer. Thank you.
Ready to catch? All right, we're gonna pump new fluid.
Open first?
Ready? Nope.
No, don't open yet.
Unless you want to catch it from the other side.
Oh, gotcha.
Ready? You want to look for leaks?
Hold on.
So we're gonna
Hold on. Let me get over here.
So we're going to pump from this machine under higher pressure than the smoke machine would give us, because we're not quite convinced we don't have a leak. There's got to be a reason they had it bypassed. So we've hooked up this machine. It'll pump coolant into the heater core, and if there's a leak, it'll show up really quickly.
Okay. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, pump is on.
No, it's not.
All right, so the pump has pressurized to where it shuts off, and it's held pressure for 5 minutes and no leak out the heater core, so we're going to call the heater core good for now. So we'll proceed to hook it up and get it hot and see what happens.